So guys, I have had a really bad week and I have cried a lot, like a lot. And to top off my week, our real estate agent gave us notice that our landlord didn't want us to continue living in this house. And that came after I complained about a roof leak, because for the last 12 months I've been complaining that we don't have a heater that works, an air conditioner that works, a dishwasher that works, we've got no water pressure in the house, and now I've complained about a roof leak. The landlord wants us gone. I'm obviously too much of a complainer for him. Anyway, so we now have to be out of this house in about 8 weeks. And this is my death pile. So all of this is in my home garage here. This is my death pile. All these books are unlisted. There is lots more down the side here that you can't even see in this video. Thousands and thousands of books are here at my house. Between the books that I have listed in my storage units and the books that I have here at home, I have about 10,000 books, and it is a lot of books to store, and it is a constant storage dilemma for me. But now I have to move house, and do I really want to take these books like this to the new house and store them in my new garage? Because the more I move these books around, just from house to room to room, the more scuffed up they get and the more damaged they get, making it harder for me to sell. But in actual fact, I just need to get these books listed. And as long as they're here at home in my death pile, they're not getting listed. So I need to move these books from here to here. Oh my God, I got another storage unit. Okay, so I know what you're thinking, and you're thinking that I'm mad. And yes, I probably am. But hear me out. I don't want to take all the books from my home garage and transfer them to another home garage. All it does is start scuffing up all the books, and all it does is mean that I'm transferring them from one house to another and none of them are getting listed. I need to get that death pile listed. I need to sort those books. So instead of taking them to another garage for a new house, I'm going to get them out of the house next weekend. So then I can start packing up the rest of the house and I don't have to worry about any eBay business at that house. Now this garage down here, which is my death pile room at the moment, I'm actually going to empty this room and transfer it into that double room, and then I'm going to get rid of this storage unit. So from next week, I'm just going to have these 5 units. Well, those 2 are doubles, so they're really only 1 unit. They're just a bit bigger. So I'm really only going up 1 extra room in space by moving into this unit. But here's the dilemma. So when I rented these units back in September, this unit cost me $410 a month. Now it's January or February, so it's 4 months, and the same unit, straight across the road, same size, is now $540 a month. So this has jumped $130 a month in the last few months. And he basically just told me that after you've been in a storage unit for 3 months, they can put the price up at any stage that they want to. So that means any of my storage units could jump in probably quite a significant price jump at any time. Now he's given me this storage unit at half price for 2 months. So for these next 2 months, I'm going to move all this death pile in here, sort through it all, get as much of it as listed as possible, and decide if there's anything that needs to be redonated. I don't want to be storing anything that I'm not going to have listed. So I need to go through all that stock at my house and make sure all of it is worthy of being listed. And then in these next 2 months, I need to decide going forward long term, because this storage unit's going to jump to $540 a month, and I don't want to pay that much. I certainly don't want to pay that much with all the other units. So I'm going to have to start running some sums to see what the next level is for me. Like, where do I go from here? What's the next stage of warehouse level for me? If this is going to become too much money for what I need, what's the next stage? What are my other options? So I'm going to start exploring some other storage options. And I can't even tell you how daunting that is, because the thought of moving all these books physically makes me feel sick. And like I said, I've been literally crying ever since I have found out that we have to move house, that I have to move all those books like in a hurry. So for the next couple of months, don't be surprised if you see me having a few meltdowns. And I'm probably going to need to really take some extra self-care and make sure I don't go back to burnout. I don't want that. I'm really going to have to be just focusing on, I don't know, like moving. I honestly don't even know. So there's going to be lots of changes for me over the next couple months, and a house move and all those things that are the most stressful things that you go through in your life. And I've had a pretty stressful week as it is. So for this to all happen on top of it, I just need to really make sure over the next couple of months that I don't put too many expectations on myself or the business. The next couple of months can't be so much about growing my business again. I was already excited for the new year, ready to amp the business up, grow the business, take it to that next level, and bam, one step forward, one step back. The next couple of months is just got to be focusing on getting through it, surviving. Surviving is the motto for the next couple of months, and staying sane and keeping myself rested, hydrated, eating well, and just doing what I can, and not having too many expectations on myself and the business. So I look forward to bringing you guys along for the ride. Well, come with me as I move my house and move my death pile into this new big storage room. Let's see what I can do with it. Let's see how much stock I actually have once every single item of my stock is moved over to the one space. And then come with me for the ride as I work out whether or not I stay here, or whether or not I look at moving, or what's the next step for this business. How do I grow this business without also growing to the point where my expenses are just so ridiculous that I'm working my butt off to not make enough money? Stay with me.